Okay, hello my students, welcome back to our lessons on ICT, and on today's lesson we're going to talk about the chart. What's the chart? How can we create a chart and the types of the chart which we are going to use. Chart is a visual representation that used to display your data visually. According to the diagram in the shape of chart or graph, you can guess the data or the change in your data. For example, I want to create a chart which displays each student with his mark of ICT. To create a chart, we have 4 steps. Step number 1, you have to select the data that you decide to create a chart for them. Now, I want only for name and ICT. Click and drag down like this, then go to ICT. Step number 2, go to Insert tab. Step number 3, go to the group charts, and finally click the recommended charts here. The types of the chart which we are going to deal with, we are going to deal with the column bar here or the pie. Column display the data in space or shape of column. Pie used to display it in circular shape. So click this one, it will be displayed here, and then click OK. Simply you will find that this is your chart and this is your data. It displays the data. Now you can see, according to the diagram, you can see who got the highest mark on ICT. It's Abu Bakr and Ahmed. This is visually. After you did that, click anywhere and save your change. Go to file and then save your change. Now this is your chart created successfully, and by default the name is according to the last highlighted column, which is ICT. Now if you clicked on the chart here, look at Microsoft Excel on the back. It will highlight it for you, the cells that build the data here. Whenever you made any change here, automatically it will be applied on your chart. For example, imagine that Kamal here, his mark is not 78, it's 82. So click on this mark, write 82 and press enter. When you press it, you will see that Kamal value has increased. To display the value on the chart for each student, just put the mouse cursor on the column. It will display the name and the value. As you can see, it's 100. Put the mouse cursor here, display the value 90, it displays 100, and so on. So this is the first type of chart, which is called column. If you don't want this chart, or if you made some change, some mistakes and you want to delete it, click on the border, one of these borders, and then press delete from the keyboard. Now create another chart to display the names and marks of ICT and math together. It's a column or columnar chart, or bar, a vertical bar chart. Now highlight all the names, keep the mouse button pressed, highlight ICT and math. Avoid highlighting blank cells because it may cause you some errors. Go to Insert tab, this is step number 2. Step number 3, go to chart. Step number 4, click recommended charts. Now this time choose the first one here, is for vertical bar or column. Just click it, which is the default one, and then click OK. Now it displays your data. These are all the students with their marks. The blue one for ICT, the brown for math. Click outside. Now you can see this is just the chart which represents your data visually. From the diagram you can guess the highest mark, the lowest mark, and so on. And don't forget to save your change. Go to file, then choose save. Now let's move to the next sheet, sheet 2. Sheet 2, it's about the names and the salary. This time I'm going to create a pie chart. Pie is a circular circular chart. How can you create it? Simply click and drag to highlight the names and the salaries like this. Avoid highlighting the totals, we don't need it. Step number 2, go to Insert tab. Step number 3, go to Charts. Step number 4, click Recommended Charts. On the last step, just use the pie chart, use the circular one here, and then click OK. By this way, we create the chart. It displays in the shape of circular each employer as a sector in your pie. According to the colors, you can guess who is this. Put the mouse cursor or any sector, it will display the name and their values. And finally, don't forget to save your change. Go to File, then choose Save. This is simply how to use the chart. Thank you very much. See you next class, inshallah.